Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our group will be presenting for strategic intervention and organizational redesign. It's about a case study on overcoming group friction at Malacca Green Tech Solutions Sendirian Berhad. I will introduce my group member, which is I myself, Tigaga, and then Amir Rahman, and lastly is Nurliana. So for the identity is Organization Melaka Green Tech Solutions Sdn Berhad, MGTS, established in 2016. The HQ is at Melaka, Malaysia. The operation, the team size is around 85 employees. The divisions are technical, administrative, and project management. The core business is smart energy solution, IoT monitoring systems, and sustainability consultancy. The core extension is 7 years of steady expansion have outpaced internal structure. The challenge is no longer market demand, but internal operational bottlenecks. The surface symptom, internal communication gap, which is misunderstanding, duplicated effort, and project delays. Second, resistant to tech adoption, reluctance to embrace Industry 4.0 and new practices. Third, inefficient organizational structures, slow decision making, and reduced market agility. Fourth, low employee engagement, limited enthusiasm and commitment to goals. Fifth, limited creativity, over reliance on traditional method, restricted innovative thinking. And lastly is resource allocation challenges, suboptimal use of finance, human and tech assets. For the structural root causes, there are five. First is centralized hierarchy, rigid decision making stifles across functional collaboration and discourage open dialogue. Second, absence of reward system, a lack of recognition diminish employee ownership and align poorly with professional development. Third, inadequate forecasting, poor planning, and lack of transparency lead to misaligned distribution of critical resources. Fourth, discourage experimentation, a culture focused strictly on routine tasks created safe harbor from risk, but kill innovative thinking. And last is fear of the unknown, skepticism driven by previous failed initiative and lack of structure, change management training. The selection of thinking tools is first brainstorming, division ideation to break hierarchy and surface high volume, unjudged solution. Second is SWOT analysis, strategic filtering to balance internal capabilities against external market realities. And lastly is mind mapping, structural blueprinting to organize abstract ideas into interconnected, actionable, and roadmaps.
Thank you, Tilaga. My name is Amir Rahman, and I will continue from this point on to expand on the thinking tools. We first have brainstorming, which encourages divergent thinking, in which there will be cross-department meetings, recognition programs, shared digital platforms, innovation challenges, and peer mentoring. The brainstorming has the mechanism of rapid, judgmental free generation of high volume ideas to bypass traditional mental barriers and leverage collective intelligence. Its application in Malacca Green Tech is through overcoming hierarchy in a way of creating a safe space where technical teams and management have equal voice in engagement solutions where it will surface staff-led initiatives like recognition programs or innovation labs, and finally tech adoption, which generates peer mentoring or phase implementation strategies to reduce friction. Next, we have SWOT analysis. Its strength is diverse technical or management teams, established Malacca presence, and a focus on innovative sustainability. The opportunity from this thinking tool is a rising Industry 4.0 demand, a growing need for IoT smart energy, and local government slash SME partnerships. Uh, to clarify, SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats, which are these sections. So moving on, we have weaknesses, which are low employee motivation, poor communication, weak problems solving culture, and tech resistance. And finally, we have threats towards MGTS or the Malacca Green Tech Family, which are agile, highly innovative competitors, rapid technological obsolescence, obsolescence, talent drain due to internal dissatisfaction. Going on, we have mind mapping, in which it has the mechanism of visual structuring of complex information to stimulate analytical and associative brain functions, which reveals hidden relationships between concepts. Its application in the context of MGTS or Malacca Green Tech is that it links symptoms to solutions by visually categorizing issues like visual, like younger engineers being ignored, directly to map interventions, which are cross-departmental digital platforms. It also applies in a way of prioritization, which creates a clear hierarchy of dependencies to ensure resource allocation is tied directly to strategic outcomes. Through mind mapping, we can see that MGTS has the organizational challenges of cross-departmental digital platforms, or rather, the organizational challenges can be solved by cross-departmental digital platforms, which address low attendance at training sessions, poor coordination between teams, and low employee engagement. Finally, we have integrated solution architecture, in which we take the thinking tools of brainstorming as our input, where we take our diverse stakeholders to generate a massive pool of raw, uninhibited ideas. We filter out those raw ideas through SWOT analysis, where we cross-reference ideas against market realities and internal capabilities, and then we output it to output our strategic priorities through mind mapping, which structures surviving concept into a visual, actionable roadmap with clear dependencies.
Yeah. My name is Adoni. I will continue with the next one, which is the implementation roadmap. The implementation span structured for phase timeline. The first one is brainstorming, which is define objective, invite cross-departmental stakeholders, conduct initial challenge identification session, and summarize the team. Phase two is SWOT workshop. Facilitate leadership sessions, evaluate internal data, assess external market threats, and map strategic priorities. The third phase is mind mapping, which is the cross-reference raw ideas with SWOT findings, visually map solutions to challenge areas, and identify the dependencies. The last phase is integration, which is the finalize visual action plans, prepare comprehensive integration report, and present actionable recommendation to MGTS management. And the next one is distributed accountability, roles and responsibilities. Accountability is shared across three levels. The first one is facilitators. They guide the session and guide inclusive programming session. Second is conduct root cause diagnosis analysis. The third one is structure, SWOT evaluation, and visual mind maps. And last one, develop final consolidated action plan. The roles for NGTS management is provide organization data and resources, participate actively in pa- prioritization. Second is foster a safe environment for unjudged ideation. The fourth one is monitor progress and allocate implementation budget. The responsibility for employees and stakeholders is contribute ground level insight across department, participate in cross-functional collaborative problem solving, and take ownership of resulting engagement initiative. Okay, for the expected transformational outcome, okay, this in intervention shift entities from friction to flow. The first one is direct and hierarchical to collaborative and exaltive. Theory of analogy repeat to continuous industry 4.0 innovation. Third is low employee ownership to high engagement and motivation. What is reactive decision making to data driven strategic planning. The last one is optimal resources to map and prioritize education. So, for summary, okay, the conclusion is by embedding brainstorming, SWOT, and mind mapping into its operational. Laughter with tech solutions will not merely solve its current communication and structural bottlenecks. It will build the internal capacity to adapt, innovate, and secure its position as a forward-thinking leader in the regional green technology sector. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.